Do you ever get murderous, dark thoughts where someone crosses you and you want to do them wrong right there and then? For example, I was driving the other day and someone overtook me. Sorry, I overtook them and I could see them in the rear view. Like, they weren't happy about it, but they were going slow on a country lane, so I overtook them, which is like quite normal, right? They come up to me, from behind, pause, and I could see them in the rear view. That's what I was trying to say. And you can tell they were aggravated, right? So I carry on my journey and they're like coming the same way as me, so which is fine. And it gets to a point where they can now overtake me, but there's like oncoming traffic. I can see they're trying to like get back in front of me and stuff like that. But it didn't allow for it just then. And then like a mile later, it did allow for it. So that he did it. And then the passengers in the car were looking at me while I was just driving, and like they just sped past and stuff, right? And then he turned off and he like put his thumbs out the window to kind of say like he won and stuff like that. And there was a thought in my mind that I was running across, like he's had his kid with him. I just wanted to ridicule this guy. I wanted to like embarrass him, right? Because he won that whole power dynamic situation, and it really like pissed me off. And so I was thinking, like, once he passed me, let me just follow him home and then see what happened. So there's like a murderous dark thought in I wanted to humiliate him in front of his family, right? So it's very like, I don't know, like, this is just in the comments below, right? If this has happened to you or something similar has happened to you, so I understand I'm not actually going crazy here. I'm pretty sure all guys think this way. If someone has something that bad done to them, they feel like they need to get one up on this person because they feel resentful, or they need to like show them who's in control really, right? Similar, like if you were getting bullied on a playground and someone like makes fun out of you in front of everyone, you want to get them back in some kind of way, right? You want them to be publicly embarrassed or humiliated. So it's the same thing as what I'm saying right now with this whole road rage situation, right? But instead of ripping their face off, what you could do instead is something which I learned from a book called The Chimp Paradox by Professor Stephen Peters, which is understand that there is two parts of your brain. There's the chimp, which is the emotional center, and then there's the human, which is the logical center of your brain, right? And another example to kind of relate this to help you break this down is, imagine you have a chocolate bar in front of you, or you wanted to go get some chocolate, for example, from your local newsagents, right? So, chocolate bar, you're thinking about it, you want sweet, right? So you would potentially get in your car or go all the way to the shop to buy that sweet, to come home and eat it in front of the TV, most likely, whatever, and just enjoy that like sweet treat, right? Now, you know in the back of your mind that this is bad for you. You know you shouldn't really be doing it. It's going to take you off your fitness goals. You're going to feel like shit afterwards. It feels good in the moment because it's that taste, but then as soon as you're done, you're going to be like slouchy. You won't be able to do any more work for the rest of the day. It's going to fuck up your insulin levels. You're going to fuck up your like internal health because it's just pure chemicals at this point. There's nothing good about doing it, right? But your chimp, your emotional center of your brain, wants this thing. And you're like 9 times out of 10, you end up going to the corner shop and buying this sweet thing, eating it, and then feeling like shit afterwards. It's just like, why the fuck am I doing this? It's like everyone who says my diet's gonna start on Monday. That's your chimp talking. So right now you're gonna pig yourself out with all this like gluttonous food in front of you. But then when Monday comes around, you maybe are good for the first like. To be honest, most people aren't even good for the first like hours they wake up on that Monday as well. They have a tea or a coffee with sugar in it, or they have orange juice, which is like just pure sugar basically. You're drinking all of that, so you feel crashed by the end, and then by lunchtime, because you feel like shit, you're gonna get some more food and your diet's off. So you didn't even make it through the first fucking Monday, right? Your whole diet's fucked and you're supposed to be starting on Monday, so that whole weekend of pigging out has just been added on top of Monday, which has also been fucked, and you're just like another kg heavier than you would have been had you just stuck to your plan of just like eating clean and exercising every day, right? But the reason you don't is because the chimp inside you, that emotional center that's evolved over millions of years, has corrupted your brain. It's hijacked your brain, and it just is making you do it because you're like, the chimp is like a child. It needs to be given what it wants. Otherwise, it will break out in a tantrum like a child does, right? But the human side now of the brain, the logic center, can reason with your chimp. So in this chocolate bar situation, if you were to be like, all right, your chimp inflamed, I want a chocolate bar, let's go to get in the fucking car, let's go to the shop. But your human can be like, if I do this, it's gonna fuck up my diet. If I do this, I'm gonna feel like shit and I need to do some more work right afterwards. If I do this, I'm not gonna feel good about myself. I'm gonna feel shame. I'm gonna feel like guilty, etc. So listen, let's not do this. Let's instead drink half a liter of water and then do like my exercise or do some work so I actually feel good about myself. After that, I'll give you a really like healthy treat, or I'll give you like you want something sweet, have some water, and I'll give you some fruit as well. So your logical brain is now rationalizing to your chimp like a child would, like you would to like an adult to a child would, why you're not going to go and have this like sugary treat. And you can do that about every single situation in your life where there is like an emotional pull, where you feel just like overcome with emotion to do something. So it could be in the driving situation, like I said at the beginning of this video. If I go ahead and follow this guy home, he could get my license plate number, report me to the police. I end up spending some time in prison. If I actually go ahead and like do something to this man physically, then I could be arrested and put in prison for a very long time. Who knows what could happen? What if I go there, I hit him in the wrong way, I kill him, or I hit him and then he hits me in the wrong way and I like get killed. And so like there's so much things going on. I have a wife at home, I have a kid at home, all these different things, right? My logical brain is rationalizing to my chimp brain. Do you see what's happening there? So in any situation in life, just remember, just understanding this video is enough to help you. So to unlock this whole concept, which will then, like when you're in the situation, you'll be like, oh, fuck, it's my chimp right now. I understand it. I need to either logically do it or just move away from the situation entirely. But yeah, 9 times out of 10, you just have to logically explain to your chimp why you're not going to do the thing that you don't want to do. Like, you know that's bad for you, and instead give it something that is good. And then the chimp will be attached to that good thing. So for example, with the chocolate bar, no, instead of drink a liter of water and have some fruit, if I do that, I'm going to feel way better. I'm actually getting some nutrition in my body. Fantastic. I'm going to feel great like after this. Right after that, I can do some more work. So you're kind of like hyping your chimp up for what's coming next when you eat the healthy stuff, rather than and then like explaining to your chimp that if you eat this if you eat the sugary stuff, you're going to feel like shit afterwards, and that's what you don't want. You want to feel good, right? And your chimp will be like, yeah, I don't want to feel good. So then you give it the water and fruit rather than the chocolatey sugary treat. I hope that breaks it all down. I think I've done it quite a good justice. It makes all sense. So like, I hope this video makes sense. And if you want to get that book as well, it's probably like the better thing to do to fully understand the whole concept. I've given you a quick breakdown, but like these murderous thoughts that happen, we all have them, right? And I'm definitely not like, I've definitely had my fair share of them, but it's just a matter of how you handle them in your own mind that determines what happens next. So you can use this for anything. Like, you don't want to make the calls for your prospects and for your business. Well, you can explain to your brain, if you don't make these calls, this is the result. If you do make these calls, this is the result, and you want this result, right? So let's do the calls. Or if you like recording videos, for example, you don't feel like it one day, then you can just explain to your chimp, this is why you need to do it. Every video is an asset, all these different things, right? And then next thing you know, you're recording or eating stuff or exercising or like going out and speaking to people, etc. Whatever it is, you can always rationalize that, because you're never ever going to feel like doing stuff, especially if you're sitting down all day. But when you start explaining yourself and start that ball rolling, it becomes a lot easier, and then you don't have to rely on the logical brain to convince the chimp. You're in momentum already, so you can just carry on that kind of steam train. So I hope that helps. I'm going to leave it there, and I'll catch you in the next video.